All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What's up, everybody? 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and okay. So we can rock it out like this. Let's go to Zoom. Let's pull that up a little bit. So what's up, everybody? Yes. So now I am testing everything with the now I got it with the setup of how I would do it if I'm here. Now I got it. Hold on one second. Okay. Now I got things with the camera that I will use when I'm here doing my thing. So all right. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2. So now I got the camera, the S3. You get it. I got to do some adjusting. Hold on. All right. So now I have the S3. We're using the S3. And this is more or less how we'll probably do my show when I'm coming on, but I'm probably gonna have the camera going this way. And this is a good camera right here. Like you can do, like if I'm showing something real quickly, boom, bam, shows the focus up close and boom, bam, back on your boy. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very good camera. This is the same setup that I usually use at the crib. Boom. So all of my, if I want to show something or have a guest, boom, show. I want to get biblical. You know what I mean? If I want to talk about some news, I can just go ahead and cut that and have that the right way. That was a cinematic look right there. So right here is pretty much, then I can adjust the color. So this camera right here, here, see, now you can, okay, yeah, great show and tell right here. This right here is my 4th camera. So I have a camera right. I'll turn around. There, that's my Nikon. Right there, that's a G85. Right there is a G7. Not a G7, that's a FZ 1000. And God made that one remarkably work. But anyhow, everything in this room is wall mounted. Everything. The lights, the cameras, everything is wall mounted. So everything is pretty much out of the way here. Let's see. I can Hey. Is this? Okay. There we go. The waving hand. So I can also, with this camera, I can adjust my look. So I can, if I want things to tilt up, down, or whatever, boom, bam. My exposure, I can change my exposure. So it's a lot of good things with this camera that you can do. You can kind of tweak it to what you want it to be. Change the white balance. You can change your look to get you can dial in your look precisely where you feel it should be. So I say it's around 4,400, 4,200 Kelvin in here. We can lift up the ISO on here. We can also, let me see, we can play with this is the S3, by the way. And I'll talk about this. We can dial back the contrast so it can be real milky. Like I kind of like this, you know what I mean? But I can make it real contrasty, punchy. Like that. I don't like that. It's a little bit too much. Like 35. We can have a lot of saturation, which I don't like. We can have 0 saturation. I'm liking around 67. We can play with the dynamic range. The dynamic range is the lights versus the darks. And so it's a little couple of settings that we can play with on this thing. I kind of like, but this is a good camera. It's a good quality camera. So if I punch this all the way out, because I'm zoomed in a little bit, you will see a lot of the room. So I like to be punched in at least 1.6. This camera right here is a 24 millimeter focal length. So, that's a little bit too wide for me, 24 millimeters. When it's just me by myself anyway. I want the camera to be away from me a little bit. If I put the camera right there, right there, and then probably zoom in just a tad bit more. Not that tad bit more, but there we go, 2x zoom. And that's a good frame. So this is a good camera, this is a good camera. Honestly, you guys, the further that the camera is away from you, the better you actually look. When the camera is too close to you, and that's one of the things I'm going to talk about going forward with this. A lot of things I'm going to be talking about, teaching or whatever. The closer that the camera is to you, the worse that you actually look. You want to get some distance from the camera. You know what I mean? That way, when the camera is away from you a little bit, it flattens out your features. So 24 millimeters is pretty wide, and you can use that. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. But if you want a picture where it flattens out your features, meaning if you at 24 millimeters, it's going to make your nose pointy. It's going to make your ears like it's flat against your head. It's going to, it's going to do a couple of things that you might not really like as far as your features. So if you push the camera back just a tad bit, just a little bit, and zoom in, what that's going to do is it's going to force your features. It forces your features to flatten out and be flattering. So you imagine like when you go to get pictures taken by, a photographer, they have some distance from you. They don't be right up in your face trying to take a picture. They give you distance and they use a longer lens and it kind of flattens you out. You know what I mean? So anything around 40 millimeters on up to 85, maybe 130, it makes you look bigger too. It fills you out. You know what I mean? When you have to zoom in. So, yeah. So I ain't mad at this. But I'm glad I bought this. So here is the, I'm taking this home, but this is the camera that I was going to use. Right here. But damn it. Let me put this, I got the setting on face autofocus. So let me just put it on that sync regular autofocus. So you can do a lot of settings with this camera too. So boom, now it should pick up. There you go. So this camera is the Osbot. This is the one that I was going to use here. Still a great camera. Still a very, very good camera, but ain't better than this one. So this the camera that I'm gonna be here with. And then again, when I have a guest sitting here at the table with me, then I can use the wide angle. You know what I'm saying? And then as the wide angle, I'll be able to get both people in frame at the same time. This is a good looking picture. Thank you. Yeah, this is a good looking picture. So I think I'm good. I wanted to do 2 tests in which I was able to do. I'm good with what that is. Let me see. So while you guys are there, let's see if I go ahead and do another shot while we here. I want to see if I turn the camera this way, which way, if that looks better. So that's going to be the shot I would use, but then I had to zoom out a little bit too. So, should I have that like that? And then showing my logo on the TV. So if I'm super out, like so, if I got a visitor, I have it out like this. And that way you can get both people. So I'll put it on a tripod at that point. I don't know. So there's plenty of things we can do here. Bring that back to 2. All right. I don't know. I think I probably like for my little solo, I'll probably be doing it like this. It's kind of easier to do it like that. That's better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like this. But, and then when I got somebody, then I'll just turn it around and we do it like that. Make it easier. Can't see your exact location from the view. Can't see your exact location from that view. No, exactly. Like if I turn it, I actually be sitting over there. You know what I mean? Like if I turned it around, but I like this. I like this because I'm pretty much center. If I turn the camera around, then I could do it like that, but it ain't no big deal. This is simpler, easier, and it still gives people an understanding where I'm at. But I do like to be able to show the TV with the logo also. My head is blocking the location. Oh, you mean the Effigy Media art sign? So yeah. So guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be talking, we're gonna come here at the pod and we're gonna be talking about some things. And yeah, I'm just excited to do that and wanted to come share. And I got that out the way. But if you guys are looking for, trying to understand and know how to do live streaming and stuff like that, great little product right here. Great little product. Osbot Meet 2. I'm gonna take this back home with me, but look into the YOLO Live, the YOLOLIV S3. Great camera. This mixer, great little mixer. That's what we're gonna be using for our, our at the desk. Podcast, and we're gonna be fielding phone calls. We're gonna just have a good time here at the pod and letting people know what to do, how to do, and what to look for when they come here for podcasting needs. And then I'm gonna do my regular show at home or in the lab or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh, let's see if, I could throw some background blur on here too. Let me see. Because we got that ability to, nope. Don't want that. Let's go to advanced settings, camera. So we can put a little bit of more black. We got background blur already. But this will give us a little bit more background blur. People be liking that, but sometimes it can be a little cheesy. A very slight one is pretty good though. This camera already had like a background blur to it a little bit, but when I'm doing this by myself, a little extra background blur won't hurt, I guess. More of a premium feel when you kind of got that going on. All right, you guys. Thank you. Have a good night. One love. Peace.